So Johnny, we've just seen the press conference. Kevin Bizier looks like he's got that look in his eye where he's going to try and upset the apple cart.
He's got the hunter's mentality, and these are the dangerous kind of opponents because you don't really see where they're coming from, like snipers. Now people are saying, what's Bizier done? You know, why would we think Bizier is going to be a problem for Kell Brook? He lost to Jojo Dan, the Southpaw, so maybe Southpaws are his bogeymen. You know, that's the only 2 losses on his career. So you've got to understand this. Bizier was a decent technical fighter as an amateur. The only 2 losses on his career out of his 29 fights is against Jojo Dan. So obviously he has bogeymen. Now I'm not saying he will be a stiff challenge for Kell Brook. What I'm saying to you is he could possibly be a pocket for Kell Brook. But if he can box, he can be busy. You know, so therefore Kell has to shut him out. Don't let this guy spoil him. Don't let this guy smother what he can do. Kell needs to shut him out. He needs to hurt him. And I know it sounds barbaric, it sounds a bit wrong. Kell needs to hurt him because he doesn't want to give this guy enough time to dampen his shine, to dull his shine. You know, Kell needs to get rid of him because Bizier has a hunter's mentality. And so once he got the opportunity for this, he's thinking, right, this is it. And it's a different kind of hunger, it's a different kind of drive, it's a different kind of ambition when you're chasing something than from when you're running from something or when you've got to try and hold on to something. And that's what I'm saying to you. You've got to, for Kell has to stay on it. He has to look at this guy like this guy is Sean Porter, Timothy Beverly, Amir Khan. He has to have that kind of mentality where he thinks, right, boom, get rid of him, shut him out. Don't give him a chance to shine. Don't give him a chance to show off. He's got to get rid. It's that simple.
Kell mentioned he's got to break his heart and then he's got to break his bones.
That's line, Kell.
Is that what he's got to do?
That's what he's got to do. That's what he's got. No chances. And what frustrates me sometimes when you see fighters and they've got it going, all of a sudden they get a bit complacent and they smile and I think, you know what, you ain't good enough to play those games. Get rid of him the second the chance comes about. I'm not saying Kell isn't. What I'm saying, Kell needs to back up his boast because he wants bigger fights. He wants to be the man that says, right, all eyes on me, all lights on me, the lights on me, and that's what he needs to drop in. And so this is very important for Kell, not to win, but how he wins is most important.
Is it a fight where he's got to look good, he's got to send that statement to Bradley, Thurman, Porter, Khan?
Because they all know he's there, and it's very convenient for them to ignore him. Fortunately, they can't completely ignore him because he's the world champion. If he was the world champion, they wouldn't even mention him. But they've got to mention him because he's the world champion. And so it's convenient for these guys to think, Kell, what are we talking about? Look everywhere apart from there. You know, so Kell has to put himself in a position where he's everywhere. He's the one they're talking about when they do interviews. Well, what about Kell Brook? No, I want to talk about this guy. Reporters say, no, but what about Kell Brook? What about this? What about that? That's what he needs to do.
With his strength, with his attributes, obviously this is a mandatory that he's got to take to keep that title.
And the public don't understand that. The public don't understand. They're saying, who is this guy? Why is Kell taking easy opponents? Kell has no choice. Because if he wants to keep his title, he has to fight this guy. So it doesn't matter. He could be Fred Bloggs. It doesn't matter. Kell has to take this fight. Otherwise he gets stripped. This isn't Kell's choice. You know, the IBF has said, right, he's the one where they're saying you have to fight, otherwise you lose your title. And so Kell said, all right then, I'll do it. And these fights are always there.
Is it something where the public, the casual boxing fan needs to understand that Kell wants those fights and it's by taking this fight it can get...
I think slowly as we can try and get the message across, as he tries to get the message across, they will understand and they will get that. But at this moment in time they just don't get it. They don't understand it because they're saying, who is it? You know, the boxing people know it, it's mandatory, we understand that. If you're just on the fringes, you don't understand it, you're thinking Kell's fighting nobody. Bizier is not a nobody. Bizier, out of his 27 wins, he's not 17 of them out. He's 31 years old, he's come here, it's his chance to shine. At 31, he can't afford any slip-ups. So therefore, there's no such thing as an easy fight, ever.
Having seen Kell's preparation, having seen him in the gym, just how ready is he for Bizier and just how ready is he for those mega fights?
My worry is that he's looking for the other fights, looking forward to the other fights. And so he's looking above the clouds, so he's not looking below the clouds where Bizier can go in and pickpocket him.
Yeah.
So that's my worry. I want him to focus on Bizier, forget about everybody else. You are in my way, I respect you, so I've got to get rid of you in fashion. And then carry on looking above the clouds. That's my only worry with this fight. Physically, Kell's on it. He's on it. He's been out there in 10 months. Kell is frustrated. Kell is hurt by the Khan situation. So Kell wants to somehow redeem himself and put himself in a position to say, you know what, all right, I'm going to stop talking about you, Khan. Yeah, I can, you know, run my own ship, and that's how I look at things.
From someone who's been at the pinnacle of the sport and he's fought mandatory fighters before, and knowing Kell, is it sort of bittersweet knowing that this man could pickpocket him if he's not on it? Like
Yeah, he could.
What's your feeling?
We saw that before. We saw that before when he boxed Carson Jones. You know, we actually thought that would happen with Frankie Gannon, but Frankie Gannon was supposed to be elite, and Kell shut him out. The philosophy in the gym is, you don't give anybody a chance. You know, if you have the ability, you don't give people a chance, regardless of a voluntary or mandatory defence. You give nobody a chance. You train right, you do everything right, expect to win. It's not being arrogant, it's not being a big head, it's not being boastful, it's saying I expect to win because I've done everything I should do in the gym.
When you were in that position where you had a challenger coming for your world title, how did you approach it?
I was pissed. When I had a challenger coming in Kell position, when I had to fight a mandatory, I was pissed. I'm thinking, you honestly believe that you're going to beat me? You honestly believe you're going to get in the ring and take my title? Do you honestly believe you deserve to get in the ring with me? This is how I'm thinking. When I became champion, I actually believed I was the best in the world. And that's the problem. You've got champions all over the world, but only a handful of them actually believe they are the best in the division. They are the best welterweight. They're the best like middleweight, cruiserweight, heavyweight. There's only a handful actually believe it. So there's many titles out there, many fractions of titles, but only a handful believe I am the best in the world. I think Kell believes he is the best in the world at the welterweight. I think that. I hope I'm right about it. And when in thinking that, there's a sort of arrogance about it to say, I'm the best in the world. You think you're honestly convinced of me? Come on, let's play. You know, that's how we want at least look at things.
What do you think the fans can be in for Saturday then?
Saturday night, Kell is going to enjoy being back in the ring after 10 months out. It's a chance to shine. It's a great feeling. It's a great rush. The nerves, the big nights. You know, it's something you get addicted to. Kell has missed that. He's lost out on that through injury or whatever. So now it's his chance to shine and embrace it. I just hope he didn't enjoy it too much and think I want to hang about a bit. He needs to get in there, blast him out, then enjoy himself. But get ready after this fight to jump back into training camp again because they always wanted to get him busy. They'll be trying to get Kell out at least another 2, maybe 3 times this year. So Kell needs to, after this fight, get it done, enjoy the quick break, boom, back on it again, not too much. And I think when Kell's kept busy, Kell's kept occupied, has focus, he becomes a dangerous, more improved fighter. I think we've missed out on some unbelievable opportunities in development from Kell because of one thing or another with him not fighting. But this is his time to play catch up because he can clearly fight.
Yeah, people do forget that he has had injuries. He was stabbed, almost lost his life, lucky to walk, never mind be world champion.
But yeah, that's what I'm saying. These things took him out. Took him out for times when he should have been fighting. And each time you fight, you get better. You get experience. Experience gives you wisdom. So when you get more wisdom, then you can become a better fighter. And Kell's missed out on those opportunities. So we've missed out on it because we'd have seen a different Kell. Kell is probably 3 fights behind that Kell we probably know. So he's got to make up for time. By the end of this year, Kell's tired. He thinks I need a rest. You know, I've been fighting all year, I've been really busy. That's how I want Kell to be thinking. So he has a rest at the beginning of next year because he's been that busy this year. And that's how I think it's the best way to operate with Kell.
You've got a last message that you want to say to Kell, to the fans?
Kell, do your thing. You train hard. You've done the job. You're from a school of knowledge, experience and wisdom. Expect to win. It's that simple. You know you can do it. I'm not going to wish you luck. I'm just going to say, get the goddamn job done. That's simple.